Payton, front right here, other side.
What's
What's
up,
up, man? Obviously, I'm sure you knew you were going to have to wrestle in this one after your last performance. So I also don't think many people know you wrestled in high school. So after that loss, a lot of people, I'm sure you saw, like, oh, doesn't know how to wrestle. So I guess just how good does this win feel, not just to experience what it's like getting a win off a loss, but also to showcase you actually can wrestle in there?
It feels really good. Big weight lifted off my shoulders. Feels good to know that I can improve during a fight and off camp, and just stick to the cause. And I felt like I just showed up as my best self tonight. So
yeah, and it seems like after a while, even the commentary was saying, Lima's getting desperate with these takedowns in there because it seems like you were frustrating with him. That even if he did get the takedown, you had reversals and you got on top a few times. So could you feel him kind of getting desperate in there?
Yeah, I could. I mean, that was the game plan. Like, even if he was a better wrestler than me, the goal was to frustrate him and make him feel like he wasn't. So, yeah, I definitely felt it. After the first punch I landed, I saw his eyes, and I see that with almost every opponent. So.
And then at the very end, Daniel Cormier was saying, Payton Talbott's having fun in there. You were laughing, you were talking to him when you were punching. So what were you saying when you were punching him at the end? And I guess, were you having fun in there at the end?
Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I love my job. I was saying "bora bora," and that's his native tongue. He knows what I was saying.
I guess the last one for me, the first time we spoke back in January, we talked about how you said when you fight, you don't really show like what you can do, you can show what you can endure. And then you were happy to feel kind of the full scope of things in this one, to experience the loss and then crawl back. So I guess, is this kind of the biggest win of your career, not just in terms of like rankings and name, but just like what you proved to yourself in there?
Yeah, I mean, I got to watch it back. Honestly, I could watch it back and pick everything apart. But yeah, I think this is probably the biggest win, and it makes me feel the most like a fighter than I've ever felt. Yeah.
Congrats, man. Great fight.
Thanks.
Yeah. Payton over here. Congrats on the win. I know you said this win made you feel like a fighter. Did you ever, like growing up, did you ever want to feel like a fighter and get into a big scrap? Because you usually dominate.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think being a kid, I used to always daydream about getting in like fist fights that were more back and forth than me like dominating. And I don't know really where that comes from, but I mean, that's why I do it. It's really nice to come out on top and win, but I'm doing this because I love fist fights, and I love the push and pull and peeling people's layers, all of it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Hi, Payton. Sorry. I have an easy question. What does the tattoo mean that you have on your chest, on your back?
Yeah, it's a circle, like a hole. I think circles are very important. There's a lot of things that people don't know about them. And yeah, I don't know, spheres are just really complex, as well as spirals and holes.
Thank you. Congratulations for your victory. And now, what is the next step?
Just keep getting better, keep improving, keep inchworming.
Thank you very much.
Over here, a lot of fans kind of doubted you after your last fight. Do you feel like after a performance like this, you're right back on the hype train?
I don't really know. I mean, that's none of my concern, how people feel. They're just so fickle. They'll be hot and cold based on the day. But for me personally, I feel like I'm kind of back on track, and that's like what's most important to me. Yeah, I think I feel like the weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I proved something to myself, and I'm just going to keep going with this momentum.
Hey, Payton, over here.
Yeah.
I know you're not one to call out opponents or anything, but have you looked at a fight maybe with Cody Garbrandt? You both fought Barcelos. Is that a fight that would interest you as a former champion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of that fight. I said Adrian Yanez's name, but I heard that he's working on something with somebody, so I'm sure that'll happen eventually. But I mean, I'm not scared of anybody. I'm here to fight, so I'm not ducking anybody. I'm sure at some point in my career I will want that rematch with Barcelos. But yeah, I'm down.
Right here in front of you. You always have this sense of composure about yourself. You always are the same type of demeanor. But coming off of your last fight, how excited were you to get back into the octagon tonight? And how confident were you that you had done enough work prior to this in camp to come out with a victory tonight?
I was a lot of things, honestly. I was super excited, and I was super confident. I felt like I had done enough, but there was a lot on the other side of, like, you know, because of what happened in January. There was a lot of wonder within my own head. But I mean, I do historically feel good when my back is up to the wall, and I seem to like do pretty well. So I handled it super well tonight, and it made me like lock in and really focus.
All good.
Thanks, guys.